Right, we're going to look at the up and over rig. This is basically a single hook flapper, but with an extra long hook link. The idea being that if you're going to put out a 4 foot or more of a hook link, you end up with this huge dangling, tangling mess of line. When you go to cast, your lead goes one way, your bait goes the other, not very aerodynamic. This is a way of tucking it in behind the lead. What you need is rig body, 60 pound shock leader, 15 pound hook link, couple of beads, couple of crimps, a relay clip, couple of swivels, and of course a hook. Start off with rig body. This is start at the top of the rig, tie on your larger swivel. Ever knot you find easiest to tie. Did a whole video on fishing knots, so I'm not going to repeat that on every time I do a rig. Hook link wants to be about 1 metre or 3 foot for the rest of us. Start off then with putting the relay clip on with the hooked part facing upwards, of course. You then have a bit of rubber tube. I still keep seeing these clips supplied with useless rubber tube which has got too big a hole in it. The idea of the rubber tube is that grips the line to the relay clip so that it will stay in place. You even see them supplied cheap online without any rubber tube. Obviously nobody told the guy in China faking them the purpose of the tube. Push that on, that allows it to stay put. Now, crimp, followed by a bead, followed by your hook link swivel, followed by a bead, followed by crimp. Now you need a clip to put the lead on, and you need one of these with the hooked end on it, like that. If you don't, you can use an impact lead or a splashdown lead or Namix lead if you get one of the ones that are made properly with the hook link tag on it, as opposed to these you keep seeing on Facebook being sold cheap, which are badly made with no clip on them and rollers and all that. Right, that's your rig body. Now your snood for your hook link needs to be fairly close to the bottom of the rig. Never over tight and crimp. All you want to crimp is just enough so it stays put. Crush it up like that, damages the line. I'd always leave a little gap, give you swivel room to move. That's enough, right. Find doing these rigs sometimes just putting a weight on keeps everything under control. Now to your hook link. Your hook link wants to be about twice as long as the gap between this swivel and the top. Just stick it off. Tie this off to the bottom swivel. When I'm doing these rig tying demos, I always look a bit more fumble fingered than I really am, because what I'm trying to do is keep the whole thing so I can show you guys what I'm doing. Cut that a little bit too long, so we'll just snip a bit off. Get your hook on. Pull that up nice and solid. Clip it off. The concept is, there's your hook link. The hook link goes round this clip, comes back down, clips under the little clip above your lead, and when it's set you should end up with all three lines being approximately in line with each other, that the hook link and your rig body all about the same length. When you cast, the lead will hit the sea. As it goes down, that will release, that will release. You've now got a long flowing trace, but when you've cast, the whole lot goes out aerodynamically. Your bait is tucked into the calm spot of air behind the lead so it doesn't get a battering. The whole lot goes out in a straight line, gives you better distance, better casting, neater rig. Nothing complicated, very basic, simple rig. Give it a go. As always, we finish off, take one of your foam winders, start with the swivel at the top, wrap the whole lot round, hook pushes into it, and then just push a pin in there to hold it in place. I don't know what's happened to my pins, all of them been nicked. Little bonus tip here, we all open our tackle box and find lines all come off spools and made a mess and tangled mess. You put your line round your spool and then, common thing, put an elastic band on top. That holds it in place. The only trouble is, if like me you've got well trimmed nails, trying to get hold of that elastic band when it's in the confines of a spool, right pain. Take a second band, put the two together like that, wrap your line round, put one band on, spool. You've now got something easy to get hold of to take the band off. Simple really.